Good evening, Mr. Chairman and fellow delegates. As you know that e-governance initiative in Census of India, how the e-governance is quite effectively used in Census of India. I am Dr. A.P. Singh from the Office of Registrar General and Census Commissioner India. This office is popularly known as Census of India. It's a very old department like other departments of central government like Survey of India, Geological Survey of India. So it has also a very long history of census taking. The first modern census was started in 1872 onwards. This is 15th, 2011 is the 15th census since its beginning, 7th after independence and 2nd in the 21st century. What a main objective of this census 2011 has been the coverage, the complete coverage without any overlapping and duplication. The quality wise, it should have the best in quality. We have used the state of art techniques and cost aspects also. Reduce the cost effectively, and finally it is the time. The census 2011 was conducted within a period of 3 weeks in entire India in one go. This is termed as the largest administrative exercise in the world. Why largest? Because we have deployed approximately 2.7 million enumerators and supervisors at a time. The census of India, like election commission is not termed as the largest administrative exercise because it do the election process in phases, whereas in census we do and we cover entire nation in one go. If you see that there is a challenge of vast area and diversity in people coverage, like so many tribal areas are there, very difficult. There are very difficult areas. If you start from the snow-bound areas of Jammu and Kashmir, if you go the desert area of Rajasthan, then Rann of Kutch, extremely northeast, the Andaman Nicobars, Lakshadweep. In Andaman Nicobars, if you see that there are 572 islands, out of that 36 are inhabited. We cover and we go on each island. Some pictures are there which are self-explanatory. Even the remotest forest villages, there are villages in Himachal, 1 or 2 houses on the hilltops where one enumerator takes at least half a day to reach. We cover that. There are main villages in India. Administratively, we say that there are 640 districts. There are 5,924 sub-districts. There are approximately 8,000 towns and more than 6 lakh villages. Not only that, if you see that one village is there in the Rajasthan, apart from that, there are smaller hamlets called dhanis. One village have 8 to 10 dhanis. If you see the Punjab and Haryana, there are majras. If you see the Uttar Pradesh, there are nanglas. In Bihar, purvas. Chhattisgarh, pares. In West Bengal, tolas, and so on. We cover all of them. So this way, the entire area is covered. Census as a whole, administratively, you can see that there are 35 states, union territories, 640 districts as on 1st January 2010. Sub-districts 5924, towns 7936, and villages 6.41 lakhs. Some facts about the census 2011. You can see that approximately 2200 crores we have spent, and cost-wise per person it is 18 rupees 49 paisa, which is lowest in the world. The developed countries like US, they are spending approximately $45 to $50 a person. So this is the cost-wise very cost-effective census in India. Number of census functionaries 2.7 million. This functionaries itself is the population more than the population of many countries in the world. Number of languages in which schedules were canvassed, it is 16 languages we have canvassed the schedules. Number of languages in training manuals prepared, again 18. Number of schedules printed, 340 million. Number of training paper utilized, approximately 8,000 million metric tons, and material moved from one part to last part of the India, even remotest village, it is approximately 10,500 metric tons. With this picture you can see that this is a pictorial photograph where we can say that हमारी गिनती हो गई है. Our enumerators has approached each and individual household at a time in one go. This is the rarest opportunity where all government officials visit every household. It is only in the census where each and every house is visited by a government official. So this is the exercise with this picture. Census in 3 phases. One, we do field work, then after the collection of the form, it is the scanning of the forms, then image based recognition, how we are doing the census, how we are counting the census results. Nowadays it is the image based recognition, and contents validation, tabulation, and finally data dissemination. The digital mapping in Census of India, to cover each and every village, we are also preparing the administrative unit maps, starting from the state up to district, sub-district, including up to village level. And in 33 capital cities, to cover each and every house, we have used the digital mapping using satellite imagery, where we have enumerated, carved out the enumeration blocks. With this, you can also see that the Census of India is one of the largest producer of thematic maps in India, whereas approximately 2.7 million layout maps are prepared, and more than 10,000 thematic maps are prepared on various themes, including sex ratio, literacy, housing, and so on. This is a map prepared with the help of satellite imagery, and the similar maps were used in all 33 capital cities, where you can see that each and every house is depicted. This is the process for training cascade. We have prepared a 3-tier or 4-tier scheme, starting from the national master trainers, then master trainer facilitators, and then finally master trainers and up to the enumerators. This was the training system we have followed up to the lowest level. We have also used the various methods of training, including instruction manuals, PowerPoint presentations, conventional methods, and the most latest one, the e-learning modules, which we have uploaded on the website, Census website. So one can have an idea about the difficult concepts, the role plays and practices. This is the printing. 5.4 million instruction manuals were printed in 18 languages. 340 million census schedules printed in 16 languages. And new feature this time, that we have used the barcodes, so that each and every schedule is identified with its own number. Form numbers were also, and location particulars were already pre-printed on the schedule, so that at later stage it is very easier to identify the schedules, and it should not be mismatched and remixed with the other schedules. Finally, high-speed digital printing machines were used all over India, and if you see that we have also done the digital publicity using new user-friendly census website. Circulars and other instruction manuals were also used. Training microsites, publicity microsites, grievances and feedbacks. We have also opened a call center round the clock, 24/7, where one can have its problem solved through call centers. We have also used the Facebook effectively in this census 2011, where one can use, and this is another where we have received an overwhelming response to the first ever photography contest held by Census of India. These are some Facebook posts which are self-explanatory, Prime Minister and Sam Pitroda. This is a Twitter. We have also used the Twitter for receiving feedbacks from the public. We have also used the facility of call centers where redressal of grievances received from public about non-enumeration areas. 12 languages were used for giving the solutions to the enumerators or to the general public. Publicity was also used using the SMS across the India, and there was a direct communication with the enumerators reporting the progress, like election results every hour. I think you have seen on the television that election commission is monitoring their progress of voting every hour. Likewise, the Census of India has also used the SMS for monitoring the progress from all the charge officers, district census officers and principal census officers from the respective states. We have also used the video conferencing, one of the good e-governance module nowadays. All 640 district collectors were contacted at various levels, at various times by our census commissioner on video conferencing. Reviewing progress and addressing their problems. There are some difficult areas like Naxal prone areas where a lot of difficulties were faced. The same problems and all sort of problems were sorted out using the video conferencing. Then finally, data processing. If you see that capturing information and processing huge volume of data, Indian census has used different technology according to the latest available as per the latest technology available at that time. In 1961 census, units were recorded with the machine used. In 1971 census, key punching was there. In 1981 census, data entry made using key to disk machines, processing by HP 1000 CD Cyber and 730 and NAC 100 computer system at NIC. In 1991 census, we have used this computer system extensively, where Unix based dump terminals were used for data entry. And in 2001, we have brought the most advanced latest ICR technology in India. That was the first in its kind, where intelligent character recognition techniques were used to read the schedules. In 2011, it was more updated as well as more advanced features in that ICR technology. With the use of this mode of data capture and processing since 1961, in 1961 it was 439 million population at that time. We have collected 100%, but electronically we have captured only the sample results at the rate of 5% only. In 1971 it was 548 million population, where we have captured 100% and 15% were taken as an electronic media by sample system. In 1981 it was 25% and 1991 45%, but after 2001 and 2011 we have captured the entire schedules by 100% capturing by electronic mode. In 1961 it was hand punching system. In 1971 it was key punching. 81 data entry were introduced, the same data entry in 1991, whereas scanning and intelligent character recognition technology was adopted in 2001 and 2011 also. Time taken, very important and very key feature of the census results. Earlier during 1961, 71 and 81, we used to take at least 8 to 9 years to declare the all final results. It's a very huge and voluminous data which takes a lot of time at that time, whereas it has been reduced with the help of this ICR technology. In 1991 it was 7 to 8 years, which has been further reduced in 2001 from 4 to 5 years. And gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, this year we are proudly, we can say that we have been able to announce our entire census results within a period of 1 to 2 years. Very soon 2010 house listing data is being released in next month most probably. This is the system flow of data centers. This is a pictorial. You can see that how scanning and all time is short, so I will not go in detail. You can have a glimpse of the entire scenario. This was the data processing. We have done the data processing at our 17 locations across the India, whereas we have prepared the data in bunches. We have done the scanning, recognition, the further tiling, completion, extraction, and finally export and archival to our data processing system. This is the processing most important stations and automatically recognizes data from the images. I will show you some examples. Automatic recognition is not 100% accurate. Sometimes the computer also get confused with the help of some examples. You will see that 7 and 1 sometimes get confused. So we take the help of manual intervention. Unique tile module optimizes data accuracy with a systemized display of characters grouped together to allow easy identification. Possible to identify which characters are correct and which are not correct. Allow to mark as a or reject. Make the completion more accurate. This is the system I was telling that sometimes the ICR technology also needs the human intervention. You can see the 7-7, but at 7 it is not so clear. So at that time our schedule image comes on the screen and the operator makes it perfectly correct. This is the completion module, receives data from the tile station, enables the operator to correct unrecognized characters. The data is completed manually with the help of data dictionaries, rules and validation functions. Data tabulation, provisional population totals for India and states compiled from innovators abstracts manually, declared within a period of 4 weeks from the census taking. Later household schedules are collected, scanned and processed. Extensive quality check and data validation is done. More than 300 tables to be published on census 2011 at India, state and district level. This is on data dissemination. Census of India website is main platform where all data is uploaded and for use of all citizens free of cost. Reports in PDF form, census data is spreadsheets format, press release, census articles, films, photographs and other resource material. This is our Census of India website. You can have a look on that. This is a dashboard. This is also available on Census of India, where one can select its choice state and all maps are accordingly changed and displayed on the screen. They can also get a printout out of that. This is another census dashboard.
Dr. Singh will have to move.
Yes, it's almost final. This is the India profile. Thank you very much.